with the whispers of truth, to live a conscious life, to live a conscious life on the growing edge, on the growing edge.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Growing Edge Live Sunday Sessions. I hope you're having a great morning. I'm here in beautiful Big Bear Lake, California. It's a sunny day in the 70s. I'm wondering where you are. Where are you? I'd love you to type it in and let us know where you are and what's going on in your neck of the woods or your corner of the playground. I'm Allie Benjamin, and every Sunday we meet here on Facebook Live. Good morning, Ben. We meet every morning. Hello, Rhonda. Let us know where you are. I know where you are, but I'd love it if you would share that. Every Sunday we meet here for a spiritual tune-in and a tune-up, and to get a little bit of a sense of belonging. We have a tribe of amazing beings. Some I know, and some we know virtually here on Facebook. And maybe one day we'll actually meet and get to spend some time together in person. I know that Michael and I are getting ready to hit the road in August and take our Growing Edge Live message to all over the country. And so I look forward to coming to your town and connecting. So let us know where you are, and let's keep this beautiful community going. Hello, Jessica. Hello, Michael. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Growing Edge Live Sunday Sessions, and we have a lot of the Satya community joining us up there in northern Utah. Ogden, hello, hello. And we meet here on Facebook every Sunday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So welcome. There's Michael. He's on the front porch. Michael in Big Bear Lake, California. Welcome. So all month long, we have been looking at this book by Michael Singer, The Untethered Soul, A Journey Beyond Yourself. A Journey Beyond Yourself. If you've read this book, send some love. This is an awesome book. Hello, Natalia. Read this several times over the years, and I always hear something new, something different, something to help me wherever I am on my spiritual path, whatever I seem to be, hi Heather, whatever I seem to be dealing with, this book, whenever I read it, gives me some valuable insights to help me navigate this turbulent world that we're living in. So welcome, welcome. Today I'd like to start with a little grounding, a little centering. So if you will, close the outer eyes and tune in to that eternal, internal broadcast of Spirit's love. And feel that love flowing through you, through your heart. And as you breathe and expand that love through your breath, relax the body, relax the mind, and sink into that heart space that knows only this moment. That dimension of the self that is present, available to this moment, the only moment, arriving, settling, becoming, being. Nowhere else to go and nothing else to do. Together we are here today simply available and curious, completely relaxed. Relax the body, take a breath. Present to the eternal presence of love. All is well. Another deep breath. Exhale and completely surrender to being here now. Feel the aliveness in your toes, your legs, hips, torso, shoulders, neck, head, arms, hands. And for a few seconds, feel the aliveness in your hands. Pay attention to the sounds around you. And allow all of that to bring you more deeply into this moment. One more breath. And when you're ready, open the eyes. Well, welcome to Growing Edge Live Sunday sessions. I'm Allie Benjamin, and if you're feeling stuck in a particular area of your life, this can cause us a great deal of frustration and a sense of stagnation, and maybe even a sense of feeling imprisoned. And this month of July, our focus is on freedom, and we're each born free. And then our parents and teachers and siblings and those around us get a hold of us and start to tell us what to do and how to think and what to believe. And then we begin to create a box of thoughts and ideas that has us imprisoned and has us kind of a slave to those ideas and beliefs and thoughts. And whilst that might serve us in many ways as we grow up, we can come to a stage where it's no longer serving us. So today we're going to explore some ways that we can master our mind so we can move beyond the struggle that our mind has created based on the conditioning, the homogenization, the domestication that we've all been through, and we can learn some simple concepts that can allow us to experience a greater sense of freedom. And we're here to be free. We're here free to feel and be the presence of love and joy and creativity. So let's dive in. We're diving into this book, The Untethered Soul. And I know a lot of you have read this. It's an awesome book. Thank you, Michael Singer. He says, letting go allows you to free your energies so that you can free yourself right in the midst of your daily life. By untethering yourself from the bondages of your psyche, your mind, you actually have the ability to steal freedom for your soul. This freedom is so great, it's been given a special name, and that name is liberation. We're here born free. We're here to experience what's outside the box of our own mental creation, and we're here to experience a greater sense of love and creativity and joy. And who doesn't want that? To live an expanded version. So the price of freedom is experiencing your pain. So are you comfortable experiencing your pain? Because that's what we have to do in order to realize true freedom. Because we've created pain. How and why? It's through our mind. It's through being a slave to our mind. Unfortunately, we've given our mind, our psyche, a job, a role that it's not qualified for. We've given it the role of being the authority in our life, when it's not. Our mind is merely like a computer. It's here to help us as a spiritual being and a human being. It's here to help us navigate this amazing earth playground. But it's not here to manage and organize our life. Because when it does, we see what mess we experience. The mind is habituated to worry, to try and figure things out, to compare, to analyze, to do all of those things. And that's not a good authority of our life, because we're here born free, spiritual beings, here to have an amazing experience, connect with other souls on our journey, to collaborate and experience joy together. And the mind is too small to manage that kind of big, free life. So what do we do? What do we do so that we can live our big, fat, amazing, creative, juicy life whilst employing the mind, but not having it as the discerner or the authority over our life? The price of freedom is letting go of your mind, the mind in the way that we've decided it needs to be, and we need to put it in its place, so that it can actually benefit us. It can help us to read a recipe when we're creating a meal, or to build a house if that's what we're going to do. It's good. It's task oriented. So when we, as a consciousness, as a pure awareness, can direct the mind to do specific tasks, then it is doing its job really well. We're working in harmony, body, mind, and spirit. But when the mind has the authority over us, then our spirit feels a sense of shrinking, contraction, and that you'll feel this in the heart. When we're not giving our heart and our soul its full authority, but we've given the mind that authority, then there's a pain and a heaviness in the heart. We all have this. We all have developed pain based on our childhood, that lives in our heart, that lives in our subconscious mind, which then presents in the physical body. And these wounds, these pains, they could be things like not feeling worthy. It could be that you have experienced a lot of rejection in your life as a child, or you weren't listened to, you weren't heard, you weren't valued. So whatever it is that we experienced as a child that our mind got a hold of, then becomes a pain in our heart and in our soul. And then we experience it as a heaviness, a constriction, a tightening. And then we, unfortunately, because we've given our mind the role of organizing our life, our mind then goes around constructing a life to protect that wound. To protect that wound. We make decisions. We fall in love with people for the wrong reasons. We take jobs for the wrong reasons, all to protect that wound of maybe not feeling respected, or not feeling honored, or our fear of abandonment, or our fear of not enough, of lack, of poverty. So we allow that pain, that wound that's tucked into our heart, the mind then goes around organizing our life to try and help us avoid that. So we live a life of mental worry, anxiety, trying to figure it out, and avoidance. And that's exhausting. But when we can understand that we can see the mind for what it is, we can thank the mind for doing the tasks that we, as a consciousness, ask it, and then we live in a world of greater sense of possibility, and we don't live in the confines of that box. Pain is the price of freedom, so we have to be able to experience that pain. So when that pain arises, when we feel triggered, when we feel like we're going to be rejected, when we feel like someone's not giving us the attention we want, when someone's not doing things the way we think they should do it. All that's the mind. We've given authority to the mind, and it's got a lot of opinions about all that. But when we allow the pain to come, then that energy of our heart then has a greater flow throughout our body. Pain is the price of freedom. When we can sit with our pain for 90 seconds, I've been doing this all month long, for a couple of months now. Sit with the emotions as they come up, the feelings of hopelessness or rejection or whatever it might be, whatever you're dealing with that's a trigger for you. When you sit with those in that exquisite pain and just feel it, feel the tears come, feel the tension in your body, and just know that you're not going to die, you're not going to explode, nothing's going to happen. You just get to sit with the pain and sit with it and allow it just to pass through, because it's temporary. It's just a thing, just like any other thing, just like cooking a meal or going to the store, or going for a walk, or the lamp on your bedside table. These are all things. They don't have to affect you the way your mind will take it. So just be with that emotion, that pain. So Michael Singer says, this is the core of spiritual work. When you are comfortable with pain passing through you, you will be free. This world will never be able to bother you again, because the worst the world can do is to hit you in that pain that's stored within you. If you do not care, if you're no longer afraid of yourself, you are free. Now that self is the little self, not the big self. If you're no longer afraid of that little self, your ego mind, if you don't allow it to have authority, you are free. You will then be able to walk through this world more vibrant and alive than ever before. You will feel everything at a deeper level. You will begin to have a truly beautiful experience rise up within you. This is your heart becoming alive. Eventually, you will understand there is an ocean of love behind all of this fear and pain. The force will sustain you by feeding your heart from deep within. Over time, you will form an intensely personal relationship with this beautiful inner force. It will replace the relationship you currently have with the inner pain and disturbance. Yeah, you become more interested in your heart's longings, your heart's experience of bliss in this world, and less interested in the pain, the worry, the doubt, the fear. My God, how many years did I spend worrying? It's just a bad habit. Stop it. Now peace and love will run your life. When you pass beyond the layer of pain, you will finally be free from the binds of the psyche. Thank you, Michael Singer. So it's time to change. So I've got the word change as kind of an acronym. So change stands for choosing harmony allows newness and grace to emerge. Don't you love that? Choosing harmony. Choose. You have the choice to release the mind from having authority over your life. You get to choose harmony. When you are feeling pain in your mind and your heart, just relax. Relax. Feel the resistance and relax your heart. Go deep inside your heart and just allow this energy in your heart to flow. And just feel it. Even though the pain might be there, like I said, 90 seconds. Feel that pain, it's there, and just relax and allow it to go beyond the pain and into your heart, and feel there's all that stored pain, and just feel it kind of disintegrating and allowing a greater sense of ecstasy. Gosh, ecstasy and bliss. It's what the yogis talk about. There's an ecstasy and bliss to this world that you can't access if you're going to inhabit the mind, the psyche, and choose to think of the difficulties, the problems, the anxieties, the worries. Stop. And surrender to the one presence, the one loving presence. So again, acronym, choosing harmony allows newness and grace to emerge. So newness, we can't even feel the newness of the moment when our mind is holding us hostage. There's a new moment every moment. There's new opportunities, new people, new things that we can't even see when we're locked in to struggle, when we're locked in to worry, when we're locked into doubt, when we're locked in to our idea that there's a problem and we need to figure it out. We know that we've given too much authority to the mind and we need to sink into the heart. Choosing harmony allows newness. Newness. We see with new eyes. We hear with new ears. We engage in a whole new way with the world. Our hearts become free at this point, and we experience grace. Ernest Holmes says, grace is the logical result of the correct acceptance of life and a correct relationship to the Spirit. So when we're in alignment, is what it says to me, when we're in alignment with God, when we're in alignment with the universe, when we're having a correct relationship, our thoughts, our words, our actions, our emotions are all lined up with our soul, with God, with that innate wisdom, we're then experiencing grace. The winds of God's grace are always blowing, and it's time for us to raise the sails. And that's from Ramakrishna. And then Joel Goldsmith says this of grace. Try and say that 10 times. Grace is not something that is given to us or withheld from us. Grace is a state of being which comes into active expression the moment consciousness has been purified. Just as the law of gravity comes into operation when an object is dropped, the law of gravity is always present and in operation, but nothing happens until an object is released. Divine grace is forever present in our consciousness, but it cannot operate, that is, it cannot manifest or express in the presence of fear or hate. It cannot exist side by side with the belief of a selfhood apart from God, or an activity or substance or law apart from God. So it's all about being your authentic self, releasing yourself from your mind's authority, and that really means you become self-aware, that you wake up to your true self and experience the expanded feeling of ease and flow and harmony and grace. It's up to us. We have to feel that pain. It's the price of our freedom. And when we can move beyond that pain, open up to a new dimension of infinite possibilities, potentialities, we can set ourselves free. So let's do that right now. Let's go into prayer together, have an activation. Move from that psyche having authority into the liberation of the heart having authority over our lives. So closing the eyes, tuning within, and knowing there is one power, one presence, one infinite organizing intelligence that each and every one of us is part of. There's not a spot that it is not. In this wholeness, in this oneness, in this unified field, in this divine matrix, there is an interdependence, an interrelatedness, an interconnectedness that is occurring. It occurs in this now moment. It is who and what we are. And so as we open up and as we transcend the little self, as we transcend the mind, and we open up to the infinite mind, the realm of spirit, we set ourselves free. Free to be, free to experience, free to go where we've never gone before, free to be who we came here to be, as beings of light and love and creativity, beings to bring goodness and joy and plenty and compassion into this world. Through our thoughts and our words and our deeds, we're here to be the presence of light, be the presence of love, to live our truth full out, say yes to our big, fat, juicy, creative life. Feel that now. Feel it expanding. Feel the desire to be a servant of the divine, to be here to bring forth vital life force energy that is trapped within us if we're holding on to fear and doubt and worry, anxiety, not enoughness. So we just simply allow that to dissolve and just disappear into the nothingness from whence it came. And out of that fear and that pain rises the phoenix of our heart's longing to be the presence of love in every moment. And let us know this blessing for each and every being on this planet. Each and every sentient being is now inhabiting, occupying the heart space. Love and compassion for all beings, wherever they are in their path, whether they're in the dark or whether they're in the light. Let us know that the light prevails. Love prevails. Let's know that for everyone now. And we say thank you. Thank you, Spirit of Life. Thank you, Universe. Thank you, God, for infinite possibilities and potentialities. Thank you for my ability to see and hear and catch the vision. Catch that which is seeking to express through me. This is what I was made for. This is what I'm here for. I am always changing, choosing harmony, and allowing God's grace and beauty to flow through me. I embrace change. I embrace my pain and transcend it each and every moment. I simply relax into it and allow my heart to prevail. It's what I'm designed for. It's what we're designed for. It's how we roll. Let's go. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Peace and blessings to you. We are a nonprofit organization, and if you would like to support us on our Growing Edge live sessions, our messages, and we're about to take it on the road. We're about to go do interviews with people. You can go to our God on a Joyride channel on YouTube and watch a few interviews that we've done. They're awesome. I just did one this week with Cherie Taylor-Jones. Go ahead and check that out. Last week, John Moore, Course in Miracles and Family Constellations, and the one before that, Nithya Shanti. Go to God on a Joyride on our YouTube channel, and you can see some of our Growing Edge interviews. They're awesome. And if you'd like to donate to help support our vision and mission, which is to expand consciousness and to support conscious evolution, then please Venmo Satya Center, SATYA CENTER, and yep, Michael Benjamin, let's go. Whee! So love and blessings to all of you. If you have any thoughts or questions, aho, Rhonda, and love to you all, Michael. And I'm going to say thank you to Leslie Monroe for this awesome, awesome song. So here we go.
Free my mind, open my heart with the whispers of truth. To live a conscious life, to live a conscious life on the growing edge.
Peace and blessings. See you next time.